Okay, so we're gonna go drop a few things off to Craftsman. Well, nice shiny roads. Yeah, that's okay. And then we'll come back and grab some stuff for the distro center and for... Oh. What the hell? How am I supposed to carry all this? Well, I suppose we can take take our legs off. Because we're mostly going to be on the bike anyway, aren't we? Let's place that in the private locker. That's probably way overweight now if we don't take the have our exoskeleton on. Okay. Let's take the resistant wood. We're going to have to do 2 trips here. Put that in the private locker. And let's try it, and then we're all on. Why can I not put those things on top then? There we go. What's on the floor then? Mule boots. Yeah, okay, they can go in private locker. Then right, we've just got all that we can do all next time. Okay. So yeah, it's just going to be first bit. This is just going to be trip there, couple of trips. Shouldn't take too long though.
stretch my legs.
Delivering cargo.
Oh, it's you. How's it going? Wow. Carrying all this couldn't have been easy. Just so you know, I've put something aside for you. Maybe you could use it more than me. Go ahead and grab it whenever. Seeing you in action gives me hope. Keep it up, Sam.
Good work. New order available. Please access delivery terminal for further information. Order assigned.
So I'm wondering how I make that that tall neck hologram we got. Maybe I can't do it yet or something.
See you later.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
Still got it.
Legend does it again. Everything looks to be in perfect condition. Thank you, Sam.
This 5th star is going to take ages.
Always a pleasure, Sam.
Good work. New order.
Okay, so that's the Elder, so we could take that. Oh, we got all the stuff in there. Right, let's get the stuff out of the private locker first. Okay, that's not too bad. I would like to take a load of this stuff as well. Okay, I'm gonna do that run. And then come back, then we get all the stuff for the Elder and all the materials that I want for building more roads. Yeah. I'm just looking to see where this road might be going, you know, it doesn't seem to stretch that much further, so I'm not too bothered about it at the moment. Requires a lot of stuff as well. Another 3,000 metal, and over 2,000 ceramic, just for that little stretch. No, I don't think so.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. All weapons will remain locked until departure. Cargo verified. Thank you.
stretch my legs.
Delivering cargo.
Wow. Jesse, go ahead and grab. Seeing you in action gives me hope. Keep it up, Sam.
Good work. New order. Order assigned. Weapons restrictions lifted.
I was thinking, I'm not sure the mule scan thing triggered previously. Is their territory increasing, like encroaching on the road now? Have to keep an eye on it.
sand porter bridges.
Okay, so it's just going to be, well, trip to Distro Center and back again to get the rest of that stuff, but that's the life of the
Order
porter.
assigned.
And you know what, as ridiculous as it is, I actually quite enjoy it, particularly when you got the roads there. But there we go.
Beginning scan. Have a pleasant journey.
They are getting closer, aren't they? Am I going to have to go beat them down again? Where are they?
Wow. I bet your body's aching after carrying all that.
Nice.
Well, take care of yourself.
Good work. New order available. Please
So we can change the color of our bike now? How do we do that? Right, I need to put stuff in the locker. Let's do that. Put that away too, don't need those for now. We are going to go, once they've gone back to Lake Knot and got all the stuff we need there, we're going to do a run up to the Elder. So I want to get those stars up. Can we do this road now? What do we need? Done on metals, just needs 127 ceramics. Maybe we can do that. Nice. Okay, so we'll do that, and then we're back to and that's our two new ones, isn't it, out there? Yeah, I want to do both of those at the same time, I think. Okay, good. And once we get back here, before we go up to the Elder, we'll have a rest, because Sam's getting pretty tired.
Have a pleasant journey. Weapons restrictions lifted.
Actually, while we're here, why don't we go have a look? So, can we see where the next paver is? Oh, it goes quite a long way. Nice. So that's there. What do you need? Chiral crystals, 2,000 and 3,000. Nothing in it yet, though. Okay. Well, we've got quite a lot of materials we're going to pick up from Lake Knot City, so well, let's see how we get on there. Why don't we go grab all that stuff?
Begin scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. All weapons.
No, I thought that might fix our bike up. I guess not. Just need to put it in the garage. You know what, actually we're going to rest up now. Ooh, is this how we change the colour? Yes, excellent. Let's fix it up first though, so let's have a little relax. So I'll just do the normal stuff, you know, shower, bathroom, drink the energy drink and whatever, and then we'll read anything we have, and then we'll get back out on the road. Okay, so we've got a few mails from the Timeful Farmer. Slaves to the wheat. Dear Sam, seems we've grown more wheat than we can harvest. More than a bot could handle, even. Laughing face. Say, have you been making use of that new Odrek feature we shared with you? A friend of ours developed it especially for us so that we could analyze the soil and choose the best spots for growing wheat. Ours got lost in a terrorist attack on Middle Knot City, though. Crying face. Still, we can definitely vouch for how useful it was. Be sure to give it a try if you haven't already. Anywho, we've been doing some light reading to try and figure out what to do with our bumper crop, and it turns out the history of wheat is really quite fascinating. Did you know it was originally a strain of grass native to the Middle East? That's right. But it wasn't until our ancestors began to cultivate it that it really came into its own. It turned hunters into farmers overnight, changing the evolution of mankind. Homo sapiens settled down in one place and stockpiled food rather than chasing it all over creation. And with stability came society, culture, religion, all courtesy of little old wheat. But it wasn't a one-way street. Oh no, wheat made out like a bandit. That obscure Middle Eastern grass wound up spreading to all four corners of the globe. You could even say it was wheat that used us and not the other way around. Water, tears. In fact, some scholars say just that we became to wheat. What do you think about that? Are we about to become slaves all over again? I sure hope not. Thinking face. Yeah, okay. The environmental scientist. Wheat's great and all, but... Dear Sam, thanks for stopping by again. Heart, I'm sure it was plain enough to see, but this farming experiment of ours has been a runaway success. I tell you what, if Amelie had never took an interest in our research and you'd never put us in touch with the weather station folks, none of this would have been possible. Thanks to you two, we'll be able to provide a constant supply of food for one and all. Thumbs up. Having said that, this life isn't exactly the one we had in mind. We came here to study the effects of timefall on plant life. We never intended to stick around and become farmers. But then we got to thinking it might be possible to reclaim crater soil, and one thing led to another. I don't know if family expected we'd stay here this long, and we're still keen to continue our research. We've got more to offer the world than wheat, but if we don't move on, does that really mean we have become slaves to it after all? Crying face. This is from The Craftsman. The Age of Printed Nukes. I used to have this prepper friend, an older guy, who'd always talk about how the good old days before the Stranding, 3D printing was all the rage apparently. and the tech could be used to spit out pretty much anything you could think of, even the most complicated stuff. Didn't take long for the first gun to be printed. All you had to do was input the right data and you had yourself a firearm. People didn't think much of it at first, just kids messing around and all that, but it didn't stop there. Printed guns became printed bombs, and printed bombs became printed nukes. Illegal as hell, of course, but the government couldn't do anything to stop it. Crying face. If you've got no idea who's packing a nuke, the best course of action is to make sure you're packing one yourself, right? That's how people thought back then, anyway. Mutually assured destruction for every honest citizen. People saw enemies everywhere. Terrorists, sleeper cells, all that shit. Skullface. And then there was explosion. The Death Stranding had nothing to do with nukes, of course, but people were pretty quick to jump to the wrong conclusion. Almost everybody assumed it was terrorism. Why wouldn't you? Anyway, this old timer, he didn't want anything to do with other people. He just wanted to shut himself up in his shelter and be left alone. He was scared. Everything that came before had led to a world filled with weapons. I could see where he was coming from, thinking society and government were doomed to fail, but I'm more optimistic. As long as we remember the mistakes of the past as we strive for a brighter future, I believe we can prevent another explosion. Guess what I'm saying is, I'm fully aware of the risks, but I think we've got to give the UCA a shot. Thomas Sutherland, you're an inspiration. Sam, I owe you an apology. In my last mail, I made it sound like you were on the fast track to becoming obsolete. Guess I was caught up in my excitement over that delivery bot. Maybe I didn't let it show so much, but I was glad to find you on the doorstep again. Seriously. Sure, the bots are useful and less risky, but that doesn't mean we still don't need guys like you. If anything, we need you now more than ever. Thumbs up. You're a symbol, an inspiration. When people see you risking your neck for the rest, they have something to aspire to. I'm not saying that everybody should charge off into the wilderness, of course, but I think that you're a great example of how we can work towards a better future. People need that. Hell, I need that. Okay. Oh, we've got a memory chip, haven't we? What do we got here? Is it another motorbike? Yeah. Honda Rebel 500, a bike named for the individualistic nature of those who ride it. The 2010s saw a decline in cruiser-style motorcycles, so this new model from Honda was a breath of fresh air, one whose iconoclastic spirit won its legions of fans. Simple, tough and cool, it's a design that would inspire any porter to climb astride it and set off down the newly rebuilt highways of the UCA. That was a pretty cool bike, I'll give you that. Okay, good. Right, so next time we're, back. Yeah, I kind of rejigged it. I'm not sure the glasses work there, do they? I like the hat. Yeah, I agree, Norm. I agree. Sam, let's change those glasses up. Glasses might have to stay the same. Black or the navy blue. Yeah, navy. Let's go for the black ones. And those will have to go. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. Why don't we try that? Oh, they're just clear. Okay, that's pretty cool. Alright, we'll rock that. No, we will. Sam, don't give me that attitude. Yeah, next time. Bloody hell.